Hey everyone, and welcome back to Broken Hearts TV. Today's story is one I know many of you will understand. It's about giving your all to someone, only to be discarded when you're no longer convenient. He loved me when he needed me. He wanted me when I was useful. The moment his life got better, I became too much, too emotional, too available. Then one morning, without a goodbye, without a reason, he blocked my number, my messages, my social media, everything. It felt like I died, but my body kept moving. Months later, when life humbled him, he came back begging. And this time, I was not the same girl he walked over. This is my story. My name is Lena. We met at a bus stop. Not in a movie way. Not under fireworks. Just two tired people waiting after a long day. He asked my name. He joked about the bus always being late. He said, "You have the kind of smile people search for." I believed him. We became friends first. Then late-night conversations. Then, suddenly, my whole world. He told me about his past. How people used him. How everyone left him. I promised I wouldn't. Maybe that was my first mistake. He was always almost okay, almost healed. Almost ready. Almost stable. He always needed help. Help with rides. Help with food. Help with rent. Help with emotions. And I helped. Not because I'm stupid. Because I loved him. He would say things like, "Nobody has ever been there for me like you. You're the only one who understands me. When I make it, I'll take care of you." I promise I wasn't dating him for what he could become. I loved who he was, or who I thought he was. Slowly, love became labor. He needed money just until next week. He needed my car because his was in the shop. He needed a place to crash for a few days. A few days became a month. He slept in my bed, ate my food, used my electricity, my Wi-Fi, my peace. When I asked for help back, he said, "You're making me feel like a burden," so I stayed quiet. And carried us both. I confused being needed with being valued. Those are not the same thing. Then his life started improving. He got a new job, new clothes, new phone, new confidence. And suddenly, he had less time for me. He called less. He texted less. But he posted more. New friends. New parties. New girls. When I tried to talk about it, he said, "You're too emotional, you're overthinking, stop acting insecure." No, I wasn't insecure. I was noticing the truth. He wasn't busy, he was just busy with everyone else. I was a chapter he was trying to close. The final conversation we had wasn't even a conversation. I texted him, "Hey, can we talk tonight? I feel like we're drifting apart." His reply came hours later. Just one word, "K." That night, he never called. The next morning, my good morning text didn't deliver. Green bubble. I went to his profile, gone. I tried to call. The call wouldn't go through. That's how I found out blocked. No explanation. No apology. I was a loose end he decided to cut, just like that. The first few weeks were a blur of pain. I replayed every memory, searching for the exact moment I became disposable. I blamed myself. Was I not supportive enough? Did I ask for too much? I cried until my head ached, staring at a blank contact screen where his name used to be. It was the silence that was the loudest. The ghost of his presence was everywhere. the empty side of the bed, the extra coffee cup in the cabinet. I felt like a fool, an idiot who had poured her heart into a bottomless pit. My friends told me I was better off, but my heart didn't want to listen. It only wanted the person who just proved he never really cared. I decided I couldn't live like that. The pain was consuming me, and I refused to let him take my future after he'd already taken so much of my present. I started small. I deleted every photo. I blocked his friends so I wouldn't see him pop up in their stories. I started journaling, not about him, but about me. What did I want? Who was I without him? I reconnected with old friends. I joined a hiking club. I started painting again, something I'd stopped doing, because he always said it was a messy hobby. Every step away from him was a step back toward myself. It was hard. Some days I'd still cry. But with each passing week, the tears were less about him and more about grieving the person I allowed myself to become for him. I was healing. About 6 months later, my phone buzzed with a text from an unknown number. "Lena, it's me. Can we talk?" My heart stopped. It was him. He said his new life fell apart. The job didn't work out. The new friends were fake. He was alone again. He begged to see me, to explain, to make it right. He promised he had changed. I read his messages, all of them. The long paragraphs of apologies, the declarations of love, the promises for the future. And I felt nothing. Not anger. Not even sadness. Just the emptiness. The girl he was writing to didn't exist anymore. She died the morning she woke up and found herself blocked. The woman reading the texts knew her own worth. She knew the difference between being loved and being used. She remembered the silence, the disrespect, the utter disregard for her feelings. He didn't miss me. He missed what I did for him. He missed my support, my car, my home, my unwavering belief in him. I didn't need his apology. His actions had already told me everything I needed to know. The best apology is changed behavior, and he was only crawling back because his other options ran out. Closing that door wasn't an act of revenge. It was an act of self-preservation. It was the final, most important step in my healing journey. I chose me. To anyone listening who has been in this situation, please know this: their return is not a sign of your value. It's a sign of their desperation. You are not a rehabilitation center for broken people who refuse to fix themselves. You are not a backup plan. You deserve someone who chooses you when they have 100 other options, not someone who comes back when they have none left. The most powerful thing you can do is become so happy and whole on your own that when they come back, you don't even have space for them in your life anymore. You deserve a love that feels like peace, not a constant project. Thank you for listening to my story. If you've been through something similar, share your experience in the comments. Let's support each other. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories. You are not alone.